Hello, my dear apprentices. In this lesson, we are going to multiply unit fractions by unit fractions. Multiply unit fractions by unit fractions. That means it's going to be a fraction times a fraction. Let's analyze our situation here. As you can see, our instructions are explaining to start with solving. And one way to solve is to draw a rectangular fraction model to show your thinking. Let's analyze our data. It says of half of one half. All right, let's translate that into a mathematical operation. So if it says half, then you have one half, correct? And when it says of it, of means multiplication in this case. So we're going to insert a multiplication symbol. And that means half of one half, which is 1 over 2. And guess what? This is our solution. What is 1 times 1 equals 1? That will be the numerator. And the denominator will be 2 times 2. That will be 4. So the answer has to be this number that we just realized, 1/4. Now we're going to show that on the model. Let's check. So the model and the algorithm has to match. I'm going to follow the instructions on this right here. It says 1/2. I'm going to show 1/2 first. That's fairly simple. So I'm going to show 1/2. And one of the things that it's very important when you're doing this, so the model can be the best friend or your best assistant when you are solving this is show how much is 1/2 and make sure you highlight it, show it with the color. That is 1/2. The next step is to show the other 1/2. Well, guess what? On this case, we're going to divide that horizontally. So we're going to move on from left to right. Okay, and let's move it a little so it shows almost half and a half. So there it is. And also remember that you are have to show that other half. So I'm going to show the other half. The other half is this one horizontally. There is a half vertically. If you don't know what vertical means there is a half that we show vertically and half that we show horizontally. Okay. Now, when you see that these overlaps, this the blue and the red overlap, that is where your answer is. This is the number that represents 1/4. And that matches with our 1/4 over here, my friends. Noah mows 1/2 of his property and leaves the rest wild. All right, let's look at our information. He's gonna mow 1/2. He mows 1/2 and leaves the rest wild. That means he doesn't touch the rest of it. And then he says he decides to use 1/5 of the wild area for a vegetable garden. The question is, what fraction of the property is used for garden? Draw a picture to support your answer. Okay, let's start with a tape diagram, and we're just gonna show what the fractions is saying. And let me just do it mathematically so you can quickly understand it right away. So he's got 1/2, 1/2, and that's, remember, so that's 1/2 of the property. So we're going to show that first. So here is 1/2, and now we have to remember crucial step for you to understand it. Highlight the 1/2. So your visual memory, your brain understands that we just showed 1/2 right there. Okay, now he decides to use 1/5 of the wild area for a vegetable garden. All right, so 1/5 in math terms, as we do this um, mathematical operation, is that's going to do 1/5 of it. And guess what? When you do this algorithm, the numerators is 1 times 1 equals 1. And the denominator is 2 times 5 equals 10. Okay? So that should be the answer. That actually is the answer. And just remember that this has to match your model. All right, now let's do the second part. So far we only demonstrated one half on this area model, this fraction model. Now we have to show 1/5. Now remember, we showed the half vertically. Now we're gonna show the 1/5 horizontally. And let me demonstrate. So we have to do 5 parts. We have to do 4 divisions to get 5 parts. So that would be one division, 2 divisions, 3 divisions, and 4 divisions to get 5 parts. Now let's show 1/5 because that's what this problem is saying, 1/5. I'm going to show 1/5 using a different highlight yellow color. So this is going to be 1/5. It decides to use 1/5 of the wild area for a vegetable garden. It will be this part right here. So how much is that? 1/10. Okay, so what fraction of the property is used for a garden? The fraction of the property that is used for a garden is 1/10. Make sure you also explain this, that half of it, I'm going to write it as well so you can see how you need to write this down. So this one is going to say that um, half of 1/2 of a cake is 1/4. Okay, be sure to write the statements, my friends. Watch the video. This is a marvelous presentation of how to solve this multiplying unit fractions by unit fractions. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Magno, wishes you the best in your quest for understanding mathematics.